everybody. Welcome to Xavia Fox Talks, and I am your host, Xavia Fox. Today we are going to be talking with Dr. Sonia Kennedy. She is the co-host for the Heartbreak and Healing segment, and today we're going to talk about, is Facebook ruining relationships? Now, if you're on my Facebook page, I posted a question about relationships in Facebook, and we got some interesting responses. So we're going to visit some of those responses and some of those questions as well. We're actually going to call someone who shared a story and have him go a little deeper into his story with us and have an opportunity to speak with Dr. Kennedy herself about the situation. So, without any further ado, I would like to introduce the doctor with the flavor, Dr. Sonia Kennedy. And check out the boots, y'all.
Hi, everybody. What I want to say first is a sincere thank you to those individuals who stopped by my page and congratulated me or sent a high five to me regarding my recently earned title of doctor. I'm still trying it on, so it's okay. So if you yell Dr. Kennedy and I don't answer, it's all right, okay? But I want to make sure that I definitely do that. And then the second thing, I want to thank you guys for definitely tuning in to our page and taking a look at our videos. Make sure that you tell your friends. Make sure that they go ahead and subscribe. You guys will definitely get a wealth of information from all categories. And finally, an honorable mention, and me and Xavia were kind of talking about just girly stuff. Sincere, today, you're an honorable mention. My girl has a boutique. A shout out to Sincere. That's where this shirt came from. And ladies, I know you guys like it. And I'm going to stand up for the boots one more time because you guys got to see the back. All right? These are Sam Edelman's. I love my shoes. So every segment, we're going to do something special with the shoes. They're a wedge and they zip all the way up in the back. All right, ladies?
Well, I think that this topic of is Facebook ruining relationships a huge one because often that's what you hear all the time. People talk about Facebook ruining relationships.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I know that it causes some issues because it's the social networks to me is like a voyeur opportunity.
Yes.
So you get a chance to watch.
Absolutely.
You can watch your spouse or mate or whatever do what they do.
Absolutely.
Where as opposed to real life, you don't get to watch. You know, they meet somebody at the grocery store, they meet them at the bar, so you don't get to watch. But on Facebook, those interactions, they come out. You can't hide them.
Right, absolutely.
So what's your viewpoint on Facebook and relationships?
All right. Now, I know there are going to be some people that are going to, probably, be in an uproar once I, go ahead and give them my spin on it. But I'm going to say no. And that's an adamant no, ladies and gentlemen. It's an adamant no. And I'm going to tell you why.
So you're saying no. Facebook is not
Facebook is not ruining relationships. I promise you. Once we get through, everybody will walk away informed and educated, and they're probably going to look at their relationships a little bit differently. At least that's the hope, whether it's a negative or a positive way that you start to think about how you're communicating with people. The main thing is we want to make sure that if we're talking about a relationship, we know, what that looks like. And so I'm going to say no, and one of the reasons is I feel like people are misrepresenting themselves on Facebook, okay? And I'm just going to keep it real, everybody. Some of us are going on Facebook. We know we're in relationships, and we are indicating that we're single when we're in a relationship. I mean, really?
Right.
What's that about?
Right. Okay. I know a few people who have single on their status, and they know that they're in a relationship.
Absolutely.
But the excuse is, I don't need to broadcast that because they say once you broadcast that you have a man or a woman, then people tend to go after that man or woman trying to start confusion.
If the relationship is solid and both of those individuals are aware of how they participate, and you'll hear me use that word again because some people want to play victim in those relationships too. But if they're aware of how they participate, then it doesn't matter. Nobody can put a wedge into that situation. If trust, of course, is already established and those two parties are clear about what that relationship looks like. It may not look like the next door neighbor's relationship, but it's what they decided they were going to do and how they were going to participate. So I think, that single status, I know there's not one that says questionable on it, so maybe Facebook, should create some more, categories because, what we know about mom and dad's relationship, what we know about our grandparents, those individuals that, courted each other, right? And then they got married for better or for worse. Whatever happened, I'm just gonna put it out there. Whether there were outside children, whether there were marital affairs or whatever. Cause see, Facebook, we're gonna keep it real with you, right? And our YouTube subscribers, we gotta put it all out there to start talking about what's going on internally. Because even those individuals that are putting single up and they're in a relationship, they are asking for people. They're inviting folk into their relationship. Okay, they are still actually questioning whether or not they're going to do this relationship with that person, male or female. I'm not just talking about guys, ladies, because you shaking your head, you're going, No, I'm talking about men and women. So when you do that and you know you have a relationship, Xavia, they are asking or inviting mess already. Okay? Because if I'm a woman and I got 500 Facebook friends and 400 of those are guys, all right?
That sounds like my page.
All right, but hold on, but it's conduct, okay? How are you conducting yourself? Because it's a public forum. So, are you saying to those individuals, those guys who might be, maybe trying to hit on you or trying to at least test the waters to see whether or not you're going to respond? Because that's how we do. We're going to see what they say. All right? So if you have that, it's all about how you... Yeah, it's testing,
Taking your temperature.
Yeah, it's taking your temperature. It's taking your temperature. Oh, yeah, and by the way, and I'm not getting sidetracked, guys, before we go there, it's a form of mental masturbation. Now, I got some people that asked me about mental masturbation and what that was.
Oh, from your intro video?
From the intro video. I got some people. So, mental masturbation, for me anyway, my description of it is when a person, male or female, is trying to... mentally stimulate your brain, almost as if they are bringing you to a climax. But it's running game. It's running game. So they're massaging and touching and feeling. We poke each other on Facebook, right? So they're poking around in your head. All right? They tagging. You tag, I tag, right? But see, tag you in. What you gonna say, Xavia? I'll put it out there now. Now you gotta bite. Or you gotta tell the guy to back up. And I know, that you do that. You know what I'm saying? But there's some of us that don't know how to say no. Either it's too tempting or we don't want to be offensive to the guy or the girl. And then we take it and we go with it though. We're feeling solid about ourselves. So that status thing is huge, first and foremost. The other thing is when you're talking about marriages, you have people on there who are already experiencing some type of crack in their relationships, whether or not it's an acknowledged conflict or crack, it's there. And so when you situate yourself to start having those discussions on Facebook about your thing, why you didn't go to the grocery store, or whatever that might be, and then it erupts into an argument, or the wife or the husband is saying, who is this guy on your page? Who is this new friend? Why is he talking about, hey, sweetie, or hey, baby, or hey, sugar? And why is he sending you a message at 12:01 a.m. in the morning? Right? So, or she, all right? And so when you get those questions...
People get that deep as to what time the message came in?
Look, we stalk each other's pages if we don't trust each other. I said it.
I
said it, ladies and guys.
If my guy get a text at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, that's one thing. But a message on Facebook, because I view Facebook differently probably.
Sure.
To me, Facebook is so impersonal. I mean, if somebody, because occasionally, like my sleep habits have kind of changed lately.
Okay.
So I'm awake from like 11:30 at night to like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
So I might go on Facebook at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I might respond to stuff.
And I'm a night owl as well.
It don't mean that I'm trying to get, if I want to get to you, wouldn't I just text you or call you if I was trying to really get to you?
Well, I mean, that's logic thinking, okay? But remember, we're talking about the crack in the foundation already, right? So if it's a small, it could be a stress crack. It could be something real small. We tap dancing around a big old elephant in the room, and it's big and pink and fluffy, but we're moving around it like it's not there. And so it doesn't take that much for it to start cracking when you start putting some weight on it, okay? Whether that weight is self-doubt, okay, about the individual that you laying next to with one eye open, watching them, okay, trying to go in their phone, okay, or trying to check their email, or trying to see who's Skyping them and, all this other technology, So, again, it's already a small crack, and it doesn't take much weight to break it, especially if it's built on a foundation. We on marble floors, right? These are glass floors. And so, if I drop a glass on this floor, it's going to break. Already, because a glass is made of fragmented particles. It's already cracked and broken. It's just blown together. So if you're in a relationship that's kind of welded together with some sticky tape, I don't even say glue.
Not even crazy.
Not even crazy glue. We ain't talking about Gorilla Glue. We ain't talking about none of that stuff that sticks. We talking about some sticky tape, double-sided. All right? So if that's what the relationship is built on, then yeah, the statuses, are huge when you're going on Facebook. It's a social networking site. I mean, you can't go out there and conduct yourself as a single man or a single woman and you're married. You can't do that. You can't act as if the other person is married and you're not.
Now, are you telling me, because I guess I don't, I'm so into what I do on Facebook.
Sure.
So are you saying that there are actually married people on Facebook that say that they're single?
Well, I'm not saying that. I am saying that, from what I've seen, and I have some married friends, they do indicate that they're married. However, I did hear of a story, some guy had, him and his wife, they both had different statuses. She was like married and he was like single, and she was like, why did you put that? I'm trying to remember where I saw that at or read that at. It was just so crazy.
Funny. I heard that.
It was so crazy.
Well, my wife
is right about people on Facebook and they broke up my relationship, or this girl or this guy broke up my relationship. Boo. No, it's something that you're not dealing with within that situation. So yeah, status is huge because I think it signifies. That's why I said those categories need to be extended, because I think it might mean different things for different people. There are people that are single and date, but dating is an operative word. Okay, so again, it's just the misrepresentation, but it's a deliberate misrepresentation that I'm talking about.
Right.
People are deliberately misrepresenting themselves.
And not carrying themselves right.
And
because that's what I think the key.
Right.
That's what I think the key is. For me, it's always been a matter of how do you handle the situations on Facebook.
Absolutely.
I've mentioned on Facebook a couple times my potential him. And
right, I saw that. Okay.
And
I saw that.
He wants to shut his Facebook page down once we actually solidify that this is what we're doing.
Okay.
But he has, I can't say too much because then people will know who it is. And I'm not trying to do that yet.
Well, wait. Xavia want to be all in y'all business, but she don't want to tell you hers. All right. Come on, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to.
The therapist is in the house, so I got to probe and pull. Go ahead, do you?
Even though he's here right now.
Y'all want to know?
Y'all want to know? I think that it's all a matter of how you handle the situations on your page.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
He actually, I was just about to keep talking. What he does, he has a following of his own.
Okay, excellent.
And he has a major female following. And they all
dynamic.
They all are looking for an opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I told him. So he's like, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna close my Facebook page.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, don't do that, because the opportunities of what you do down the road, you may have other opportunities that may,
all right.
lead to some other stuff. So I don't want him to shut down. And I don't have a problem with women flirting with him.
Okay.
And looking for that opportunity, because I can't blame him.
Right, but you trust him.
It's all about how you handle it.
Absolutely.
Because am I single? Yeah, I'm single right now. When I am officially in a relationship, I'm actually looking forward to changing my. You know what? I think it's when I anointed the lingam at Primitive. Y'all remember
that was the wish.
That was one of them.
Okay. We had a lengthy discussion about what the lingam represented too.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely a phalanx symbol.
Right. Exactly.
It was a big black phalanx symbol.
Everybody read the Kama Sutra again. All right. No said.
All right.
I hear what you're saying. You guys are embracing and shaping what that's going to look like for you. And so when you do change your status, you're aware of what it should look like, and it's not that complicated status, right?